Hello, everybody. I would like to welcome you to the second episode of Meghan's World. I am your host, Special K Thoughts, aka Special K. During episode 2, we will discuss the following topics: Meghan and Harry buy a house in Santa Barbara. We will talk about the article featured in Grazia, UK, regarding Meghan's former hairdresser, Mr. George Northwood. Then, of course, we're going to discuss Meghan interviewing co-founder of the 19th News Channel, co-founder Emily Ramshaw. Then, of course, you know, we're going to get into discussing some things about finding freedom. And then I want to discuss our continuing fundraising campaign in regards to Cam Fed. The Sexist Squad is still doing some amazing things with fundraising money for that charity. First of all, I want to thank everybody. I sincerely want to thank everybody for making the first episode of Meghan's World a great success. Thank you, and thank you again. I appreciate you listening. I really, really do. I appreciate you guys subscribing, and I love your comments. I think it's very, very important that we're all supportive of pro-Meghan news channels and pro-Meghan podcast. All right. Now let's get into it. I know. I jacked up Meghan's last name all the hell up in the first episode. Hey, I fall on my sword and I apologize. What's interesting is that actually some people liked it. They didn't have a problem with it. Well, again, I apologize and I fall on my sword. You see, I actually have family that are Markells. Okay. I have a cousin that is a huge Meghanette. She's a big time Meghan fan, right? And she was actually sitting in the room with me when I was recording my first episode. See, me and my cousin, we have this joke, right? Remember when you know who said that he had the last name Markle first? Remember that? Remember when that sorry individual said that? Well, me and my cousin, when he said that, we were like, oh, hell no. And my cousin was like, well, you know what? We're just going to change Meghan's last name because she probably our cousin anyway. So when me and my cousin talk about Meghan, we refer to her as Meghan Markle instead of Meghan Markle. All right. So, and what's crazy is my cousin was sitting in the room when I was recording this first episode, and her sorry ass didn't say nothing. I should have known. I should have known why she had that big ass grin on her face the whole time I was talking. So, anyway, no, Meghan Markle is not our cousin. She's not. But you know how we do. You know how we do. We quick to claim somebody, right? Anyway, I promise you, I so promise you, from now on, I will refer to Meghan with her correct last name. Okay? Meghan Ragland. Oops. My bad. I'm sorry. Okay. Meghan Mountbatten, Windsor. My bad. I even jacked that last name up. Anyway, Meghan Markle. All right. Meghan Markle. All right. Again, I apologize. I follow my sword and Meghan Ragland from now on. All right. Now that we done got that out the way, let's get into the first topic. Meghan and Harry buy They actually buy a mansion in Santa Barbara, California. Yay, 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 yay. I am so happy because to me, that just really solidifies that they're not going back. Okay, they're not going back across the pond. They're just not. They're making their roots here in Cali. All right, disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. I was raised in California. I am a California girl. I don't live in California anymore, but I graduated from high school in California. I graduated from college in California. So I am pro Cali all the way. All right. Now, according to news reports, Meghan and Harry have purchased a home in Santa Barbara. Okay. And the home is located in Montecito, which is an area on the southern coast of Santa Barbara County, California. The home is described to have 9 bedrooms and 16 bathrooms, and it's on 7 acres of land, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know how they like to get into it. They like to give big time details about Meghan and Harry's mansion and how much it costs and yada, 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 yada. Anyway, Montecito is an exclusive community home to many famous people. There's only one famous person I'm going to say, and that is Oprah. That's it. That's all people need to know. So anyway, it's no surprise. It's no surprise at all that you got them haters, the Meghan haters, who are hating that Harry and Meghan have bought a home and they've moved from LA to Santa Barbara. Now, first of all, I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all that they left LA County and that they moved to Santa Barbara. I mean, in a way, I saw this coming. I did not see Meghan and Harry living in LA. Okay, there's too much going on in LA, and Santa Barbara is about 2.5 hours away from LA. It's quieter. It's they get away from the hustle and bustle and the fakery of LA. But I'm not surprised at all that they moved to Santa Barbara. And let me tell you something. Santa Barbara is beautiful. Oh my goodness. It is a beautiful coastal community. It's got like a Mediterranean type feel. And there's a lot of terrain in Santa Barbara that's like a countryside type of landscape. And I'm telling you, I am so happy for Harry and Meghan that they've made this move. And again, it solidifies that they are seriously here to stay in America. And like somebody said on Twitter, Archie is going to grow up with the right accent. Boom. All right. I'm just going to talk briefly about these dumbass critics. Again, like I said before, they hating on Harry and Meghan just because they bought a house in Santa Barbara. It's like these people they need to freaking pick a damn lane. Okay, they really need to pick a lane. These sorry individuals always got something to complain about. It's like, how the hell are you gonna complain about a couple buying a damn house? But anyway, look at this sorry individual. Okay, seriously. Look at this sorry individual. Her name is Janet Street Porter. Now, anybody named Janet Street Porter, you already know they sorry. Anyway, she wrote an article for Trash Bucket, Mail on Sunday. And I also heard that she's on Loose Women, which is a British TV show that features like a all woman panel. For us Americans, I think you can compare them like to The View, right? But she writes for the Mail on Sunday, and she's also featured on the British TV show called Loose Women. As an American, I've never really watched that show. I've caught it a couple of times on YouTube, and I guess they call themselves having a kind of balanced panel. Some of the women on there are conservative, and some of the other women are kind of younger and appear to be more liberal. I'm not too sure. I'm not really, again, I don't watch that show all the time. But anyway, back to this waste of space. All right. She writes this article saying, I give it a year before Harry is sick of his gilded cage in America's dullest city. Somebody needs to draft him an exit plan. Really? Here we go again. Another bitter hag peddling that Meghan kidnapped Harry. Okay? Making it seem like he's just so unhappy in America and they need to go save him and bring him back to Britain, leaving his wife and his child behind in America. What the hell is wrong with these moo-moos? I'm serious. Look at this chick. Look at this hag. It's like, what the hell is wrong with you? Okay? It's like they want Harry, right, to leave his wife and child because he's so unhappy in America. And because, Meghan done kidnapped him. She got him in handcuffs. And because of his mental health issues or because, she's so controlling that he doesn't have the balls enough to stick up for himself and do for himself, right? That they need to go save him. They need to do an exit plan for him to bring him back to Britain. I mean, this stuff is freaking stupid. It's another racist trope, in my opinion. And I really do feel that. I really do. They don't snip this man's balls off, right? Then, somebody who served 10 years in the damn military, okay, fighting for their country, right? But they don't snip this man's balls off, right? And they're painting Meghan as this biracial American who's controlling and who done took over Harry's mind and they need to go rescue him. They need an exit plan. They got to come up with an exit plan, girl, to go save Prince Harry. Right? I mean, this crap is past over the top ridiculous. All right? They need to face it. Face it. He chose his biracial American wife over y'all sorry, pathetic, old British hag asses. All right? Face it. It's like they can't take it. They don't understand why their favorite prince would pick a biracial American woman over them. They don't get it. They don't understand it. Okay? I'm sorry. But would they honestly feel the same way if Meghan was a blonde-headed, blue-eyed white woman? Even if she was American, would they still feel the same way? I highly doubt it. Anyway, then you got sorry ass Entertainment Tonight, right? Interviewing our man Omid Scobie, and they actually had the nerve. They actually had the nerve to ask, how is Harry and Meghan paying for their home? You know what? That sorry ass interviewer, right, deserves a head roll, an eye roll, and a 2-finger snap. Come on. It's like, bitch, that's none of your business. All right? Get your hands out of Harry and Meghan's pockets. What the hell is wrong with people? Seriously. Asking somebody, how do you think that person is paying for their house? I don't ever recall any interviewer asking how a famous person is paying for their house. That is the craziest shit in the world. Okay? That's just crazy. I have no words. Look, let me tell you something. Entertainment Tonight, you guys are a trash bucket, toe fungus, so-called entertainment show. Okay? That's what you guys are. We trust me. We here at Megan's World, we don't care if you're British. We don't care if you're American. Okay? If you're criticizing Prince Harry and Meghan for dumb shit, then we're going to come after you. All right? We're going to come after you. Entertainment Tonight. Get a freaking clue. All right? And get your damn hands out of Meghan and Harry's pockets. All right? You and Janet, y'all need an exit plan yourselves. You need an exit plan to be canceled. Point blank, period. No, sorry, suckers. All right. I feel like I need to do a disclaimer alert. I want everybody to understand. I want to make sure that I establish clarity in regards to Megan's World News Channel. We are fans of Meghan Markle. We are stans of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry too. This is a no riding fence zone. All right? We are ride or dies up in this camp. All right. I warned you. Moving on. Next topic. We are going to discuss an article about George Northwood, who was Meghan's former hairdresser. This article was featured in Grazia, UK. I hope I'm saying that right. Mr. Northwood talks about his fun times, the fun times that he had being around Harry and Meghan. And he also discusses how he feels that they are truly soulmates. Okay. Now, ladies, we all know that when it comes to our hairdressers, that we have that special, trusting type of relationship with our hairdressers. So Mr. Northwood probably saw some things. All right. Now, one thing that caught my attention in this article is this quote from Mr. Northwood. He says, "When we went on the Australian tour, she always wanted to support small businesses, so would choose jewelry from local designers. I always thought, God, would I ever put so much thought and care into that?" See, Meghan, this is her first tour. The Australian tour was her first tour. And what is she thinking about? She's thinking about the small business owners in Australia. Okay? She didn't go over there wanting to wear the Queen's blood diamonds that they stole from Africa. No. She wanted to showcase Australian jewelry. She wanted to help out the small business owners in Australia. All right? Now, if that's not character, I don't know what the hell is. Another quote out of this article from Mr. George Northwood. He says, "Ultimately, she is one of the most caring, genuine, and warm people I have ever met. She's so deeply passionate about what she believes in and wanting to make a difference. You feel so inspired by how much she wants to make the world a better place. I learned so much about myself working with her and Harry. And actually, one of those lessons was what true love really is. They're really such a together team. Watching them with everything that's been thrown at them, it made me believe in love and soul mates." Microphone drop. Okay? And Success Squad, Meganettes, Meghan and Harry stans and fans, that's what we keen into. We know that the love between Harry and Meghan is genuine. I mean, it's a genuine love. You know, the way he defends her and the way he goes out of his way for her and everything that she's done and given up in her life for him. Shout out to Prince Harry for being that guy, for being that man. All right. Moving on to the next topic. We're going to go into Meghan's interview that she did with Emily Ramshaw. Emily Ramshaw is one of the co-founders of the brand new news channel called The 19th. The 19th was inspired by the 19th Amendment. For those of you who weren't paying attention in your history classes and your political science classes, the 19th Amendment established women's right to vote. Dumbasses. I'll just play it. All right. For those of you who want more information regarding the 19th, I highly suggest that you go on their website. But this is what I pulled up about the 19th. It says that the 19th is a nonprofit, nonpartisan newsroom reporting at the intersection of gender, politics, and policy. And their main goal is to empower women. And they particularly want to target women who are underserved in American media with the information, community, and tools they need to be equal participants in our democracy. Again, we all know that is right up Meghan's alley. Now, from August 10th through August 14th, the 19th had this huge virtual launch. They featured a week of events that raised the voices of women from the past and the present who are reshaping American society. A lot of these women that were featured were from prominent political backgrounds, or they are involved in civic engagement, journalism, and of course, the arts. You had to register in order to watch Meghan interview the co-founder, Emily Ramshaw. I believe Meghan came on August 14th, which was yesterday. And some of the speakers that were featured on that day was Sunny Hostin and our future Vice President, Miss Kamala Harris. I love Miss Harris. And please believe you me, she is going to be our next VP. Anyway, Meghan, our girl, I mean, she showed up and showed out as usual. I mean, it was no surprise. Meghan, she was so poised. I mean, she was so professional. She was so engaging and asked very intellectual, thought-provoking questions. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think Meghan would make an excellent journalist. I mean, that girl is on top of it. I was so proud of her. Meghan, she had many statements during this interview. And what was interesting and what was very cool was that Emily, kind of turned the tables on Meghan and snuck in a question or two. But, Meghan, she handled it like a pro. Now, one of the quotes that Meghan said that I thought was awesome during her interview was this. She said, "I think there is so much toxicity out there in this economy for attention. Once we can get back to the place where people are just telling the truth in their reporting and telling it through an empathetic or compassionate lens, it will bind people in a community. Meghan Markle gets no better than that. Don't you just love it when she talks? Because when she talks, you really get something out of it. It's like it sticks in your brain and it enhances your thought process. It provokes you to really think about stuff, right? All right. Moving on. We're going to get into this book. You know that book. Finding Freedom. Yeah, that book. This book has got these royal reporters, rodents, royal commentators, Meghan haters. They panties just all up in a knot. Just whining and criticizing this damn book. Finding Freedom. A book by Omid Scobie and what's her face. Yeah, I said it. Anyway, I actually bought this book on Amazon and Kindle. I haven't finished reading this book. I am so slow in reading this book. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. I'm only on page 30 and done had this book since August 11th. Maybe it's because I have never in my life ever bought a book about some damn royals. And maybe that's why it's taken me forever to read this book. Maybe it's because I feel like I already know what's up. I already know all them lies and all the rumors and all that stuff was not true. But I don't know. But I'm eventually going to get my happy ass to reading this book. All right. I've talked to other Meghan fans, and they've told me that there's really no drop dead bombshell about this book. That, yeah, there are certain rumors that have been debunked. And there are some new things that we learn about Harry and Meghan in this book. But other than that, people really don't understand why these royal rodents are just so bent about this book and just lighting Omid up while they're interviewing him. Shout out to Omid. You know, he's a royal reporter. Some of us are on the fence about trusting him. Some of us do trust him. Me, personally, you know, I don't know. But what I love about Omid is that he is quick to call out what Tina likes to say is the you know what shit. The bullshit. If it's racist, Omid gonna say it's racist. Point blank, period. He's not gonna say something stupid like, well, yeah, it's racist, but you know, the royal family did everything that they can do. They weren't used to dealing with racism. You know, he's not like, oh girl, what's Barbie doll's name? What's Barbie's name? Victoria. He's not like that. You know, he's not like that at all. Omid is gonna call it out. And that's what I love about him. That's why I don't understand why he wrote this book with what's her face. What's wrong with you, Omid? You could have done the damn thing by your damn self. Pocketed all the money. Anyway, some things that I have learned about this book is that Harry and Meghan were already engaged when they made their first public appearance together at the Leviticus Games in 2017. Damn. Harry was not playing. Harry wasted no time. Harry said, shit, I don't need 8 years to figure out that this person, Meghan Markle, is the one for me. You know, my man, Harry put a ring on it. Okay? I mean, Harry, shout out to Harry. And I've given him a couple of shout outs because he really deserves a lot of shout outs. Harry is the man. Harry said, you know what? You know when you know. I'm not wasting no time. I'm getting Meghan right now. Now, of course, they talk about how, you know that whole bullshit ass story about how Meghan made Kate cry, aka that black bitch made the white queen of consort cry. They debunked that story, and the real story behind that was that really the dust up in regards to the tiaras was between Harry and Angela Kelly. And Angela Kelly happens to be the queen's wardrobe person. She dresses the queen or whatever the hell she does. She's in charge of the tiaras, obviously. But what's so interesting about let me rewind. The reason why there was a dust up between Miss Angela and Harry was that he felt that she was dragging her feet in regards to Meghan picking out a tiara, right? Remember the trash tabloid press was saying that Meghan was throwing fits about which tiara she wanted to use and to wear, I should say, during her wedding, and the queen wasn't having it, and blah 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 blah. It was all bullshit. Really, the dust up was between Harry and Angela, who's in charge of the tiaras and who dresses the queen. Okay, and Miss Angela, right, who AKA really is just English trash, was dragging her feet in regards to Meghan getting her tiara. What Meghan wanted to do was she wanted to do like a practice run with her hair. She wanted to fit the tiara, in regards to how she was going to style her hair. And she kept on contacting Miss Trailer English Trash, and, Angela wasn't returning the calls. So Harry's like, whoa, 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 whoa. And I guess Harry had some words to say. And that's what the true dust up was in regards to that. So there really was no tiara gate between Meghan and the queen. The tiara gate was between Harry and Angela English Trailer Trash Kelly. And the reason why I call her that is because I was reading an article about this woman. And the article was saying that she actually got into a fight on Buckingham Palace grounds with a maid that was 20 years younger than her. And you know what the fight was over? The fight was over the damn pastry chef. Okay? That was a married man. Okay? Apparently Angela and this maid, they were both banging the pastry chef, who's a married man. They out there fighting on Buckingham Palace grounds. But this heifer got the nerve to want to drag her feet and allowing Meghan to try the tiara on and do some type of hair fitting with the tiara. You know why she was dragging her feet? Because she didn't want Meghan to have a tiara. That's why she was dragging her feet. She didn't think that Meghan was good enough to have a tiara. I wouldn't be surprised if she walks around Buckingham Palace wearing the Queen's jewels, tiaras. You know what? Queen Elizabeth, I hope she keeps account of her shit. Because I wouldn't be surprised if that bitch is stealing from Queen Elizabeth. You guys know Queen Elizabeth is old. She don't know what's going on. All right. Moving on to more info about this book, Finding Freedom. Now, one thing that touched my heart is a story about Doria. Okay. Miss Doria Ragland, Meghan's mom. Apparently, Miss Doria was being harassed by the trash ass toilet water press. All right. See, I had no idea that it had gotten that bad for her. Apparently, the press, and a lot of it had to have been American press too. Old bottom feeders. But they were camping out at her house. These sorry suckers is they're in trees, trying to get photos of her. They're following her to her job, just harassing this poor woman. Just because her daughter is dating a prince. Okay. So, it got really, really bad for Doria, and I had no idea, but Oprah actually helped Doria out. Oprah offered her place. Oprah actually had Doria stay in her home when she needed a break. Shout out to Oprah. Shout out to Oprah Winfrey. Sometimes we black people give Oprah a hard time. Sometimes we be hating on our own, but Oprah let Doria stay at her place. And so obviously Doria and Oprah and Meghan have had a relationship for a while before Meghan, married Harry. I just can't imagine being under siege in my own damn house. I don't know how she did it. But you know what I love about Miss Doria? My goodness. What I love about Miss Doria Ragland is that woman is a class act. She has never, throughout this whole ordeal, she has never gone to the press. Doria has got a strong, silent, inner strength. Okay? Her dignity and integrity has stayed intact throughout this whole ordeal with Meghan and Harry. She's not a media tool. Okay? Miss Doria continues to live her life her way on her own damn terms. I love Miss Doria. Okay? She's not a media tool. Unlike you know who. All right. There was another story that's in Finding Freedom that just touched my heart, girl, touch my heart. And this story was about Meghan not being amused by the British press's demands to see Archie, to see her son. Now this is a quote. We don't know if Meghan actually said this, but this is a quote from Finding Freedom. And it says, Meghan was not amused by the British press's demands to see her son. Oh, sorry, suckers. Quote, the same people who have been abusing me want me to serve my child on a platter, she told a friend. A child who is not going to be protected and doesn't have a title. How does that make sense? Tell that to any mother in the world. Now, what I keyed in on was when she said a child who is not going to be protected. What did Meghan mean by that? That's scary to me. She knew in her heart that the royal family was not going to protect her child. That speaks volumes. If Meghan said this, and I have a feeling she did, that just speaks volumes. Okay? Can you blame Meghan? Come on. Can you blame Meghan and Harry for not wanting to publicize their son's christening, for not wanting to just showcase Archie, like he's some damn porcelain doll? Okay, Meghan and Harry, they said, we are not going to play that game. We are not going to pimp our child to the press. We're not doing it. No, ma'am. No, sir. No way. No how. Okay. If you are vilifying, crucifying, and dehumanizing Meghan, then what the hell are you going to do to her child? And that's what Meghan was thinking. Okay. That's what we mothers do. We think about our children. We want to protect our children. And you know, Harry probably was the main person that was like, hell no. But we're not going to play this game with the press when it comes to our son. Let me tell you something. When you have a child puts things into perspective, boy. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of bullshit that you will deal with as an adult. When you're single, or if you're in a relationship and, with no kids, there's a lot of bullshit that you will deal with as an adult, because you just kind of go with the flow and you just deal with it. But man, when you have a child, that it really puts things into perspective. Now, keep in mind, 2 days later, some journalists, so-called journalists, from the BBC, actually compared Archie to a chimpanzee. 2 days later, the kid had only been in the world for 2 days, and he had already been racially attacked. That's a damn shame. Okay? I mean, just a damn shame. And I heard, old Roya Split-Ends Knuckle say, well, it was only one member of the British press that said that. It's not fair to blame everybody in the British press for what one person said. Look here, heifer. I don't recall any members, and I really honestly don't. I don't recall any members of the British press condemning what that douchebag said. I don't. I live in America. So maybe there were some things that I missed, but I highly doubt it. And yes, the BBC fired the guy, but it's my understanding that he found another job real quick by another news outlet. And I'm going to rewind it back to Prince Charles. Okay? And the royal family. That was the perfect opportunity for all of them to get together and put out a detailed, forceful, impactful statement condemning what that journalist said. Oh, that was a missed opportunity. And you can't tell me that they weren't aware of what that man said about Archie. You don't think that they would have said anything or addressed it if somebody said something like that about George? Anyways, the whole Archie christening controversy was just way over the top. It was ridiculous. The British public demanding to see Archie anytime that they want. It's ridiculous. He is not your baby. Okay? That child had no title. And I'm glad that Harry and Meghan kept, the secrecy around that ceremony. I'm glad they kept it private. I'm glad they didn't let nobody know who the godparents were. And seeing 2 pictures of that christening was enough for me. Archie was not a public baby. All right. And of course, you're going to hear Critics say,
well, we deserve to see that baby because, we pay for their lifestyle.
look, dumbass, you guys choose to pay for them royals' lifestyle. If you don't want a monarchy, then vote it out. You guys are subjects because you choose to be subjects. All right? Because if you didn't want to be a subject, you would have got rid of the royal family years ago. This is 2020, damn it. This is not 1920. Okay? So I don't want to hear that bullshit. All right? If anything, you guys are subjects. And when the Duchess said, hell no, you're not going to see my baby, you subjects should have been like, yes, Duchess, you are absolutely right. We are not privileged to see your baby. And then you should have bowed and moved on and got over it. Next topic. All right. I want to remind everybody in the Success Squad, I want to remind all the Meghan and Harry fans that we are still running the fundraising campaign for Cam Fed. Hey, everybody, pat yourselves on the back. So far, we have raised over $95,000. Wow. We are running this fundraising campaign for Cam Fed until September 15th. And that's the day of Prince Harry's birthday. Right now, we are doing and focusing on hashtag inspired by Harry. So if you can give. If you can't, that's fine. We understand that people are going through hard times right now. People are struggling. There's a lot going on in this world. People have lost jobs. People are worried about paying rent and putting food on the table. Hey, we get it. We understand. If you can't give, you can definitely post the fundraising campaign on your Twitter page, on your Facebook page, your Instagram page, and just share it. Share it. Make it global. That helps out because the more people that see it, the more people may be able to give to this wonderful nonprofit organization. Cam Fed, go on their Instagram page, go on their Facebook page, go on their website, check them out. All right, inspired by Harry. Again, I want to say I love you, Harry. I love you. Look, truth be told, Meghan upgraded Harry. Yes, she did. All right. Success Squad. I'm talking to you. All right. Remember, when they come for one of us, they come for us all. Stay focused. Don't get distracted by the toad fungus trash bucket, dirty toilet water, so-called journalists who want to target us and harass us in the paper and on Twitter. They want to shut us up. They want to steal our joy. Well, it's not going to happen. What do we say to Meghan haters? Royal reporters, royal gossipers, and them chicken head, gutter bottom, feeding bottom of the barrel trash bucket tabloids. I know, too many adjectives, but I can't help it. Girl. I can't help it. Like the sun, what do we say? I'm going to tell you what we say. We say, pick a finger. That's what we say. I was on Twitter recently and I'm reading my timeline and I'm confused. I swear I do not know who Henry's cousin is. I promise you. I mean, I'm looking on my timeline and there's like 10 million Henry's cousin. And I'm like, who the hell is Henry's cousin? And I'm like, well, damn. Henry got a lot of damn cousins? Okay. Will the real Henry's cousin please stand up? This is a public service announcement. I need the real Henry's cousin to please stand up because there's like 10 million of you on my timeline. All right? Woo! Told you they can't steal our joy. All we're going to do is just laugh at them. Just laugh at them and continue to do what we do. All right. I'm getting happy. I want to give a shout out to Tina and Michelle because I know that they helped me out a lot in spreading the word about Meghan's World. And I know that like 70% of the people that listen to the episode, the first episode, were referred to by Tina and Michelle. So shout out to you guys. Thank you. And I appreciate you. Now, I'm going to end this podcast with a lovely Meghan Markle quote, because we all know she's got great quotes. Be grateful for the little things. That's how you enjoy it. I'll repeat it again. I like that quote. Be grateful for the little things. That's how you enjoy it. Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle. Meghan Raglan. Oops, I'm sorry. My bad. Meghan Markle. I'm out.